Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry I've been gone for so long. If you guys can still tell, I'm still sick and sound hoarse and still coughing and sneezing a ton, and just this 2-week sinus infection is not going away. So I took a little hiatus off of YouTube just to try to get better, and I just did not have the energy to film and everything, but I'm still sick, but the show has to go on. So you guys will be having tons of videos this week that I'm super excited about. Today will be Shop My Stash. Tomorrow will be a vanity tour just because still wasn't feeling great enough to film a ton today. But Wednesday I will be off of work for bereavement because my husband's father or grandfather passed away. So I'm going to go ahead and film the rest of the videos for the week Wednesday morning before we have to leave to go do all that kind of stuff for the funeral and the wake and all that kind of stuff. So 2 simple videos coming your way today and tomorrow, and then there'll be normal talking videos the rest of the week, like a Sephora haul, a collective haul update, and I forgot the other one, October favorites, yes. October favorites. So those are kind of the videos you can be expecting this week. But if you guys want to go ahead and shop my stash with me and see what makeup products I'm going to be picking out from my collection to use, as well as sample roulette, I'm going to be picking out several items for makeup and skincare to try as well, then go ahead and keep on watching. So first drawer, I have all my primers, and my skin has just been really dry with all the change in weather. So I'm feeling something that's a little bit more hydrating, even though I do have combo oily skin. And so I'm thinking I'm going to go with the Covergirl True Blend Face Primer for oily skin, even though this is kind of a primer that's for oily skin, so you would think it's mattifying and things like that. It's still kind of got more of a liquidy, hydrating formula to it. So I'm going to use this. That way I have a little bit more hydration. So that's going to be my primer for the week. Moving on to the next drawer, which is foundations. Again, I want something that's not super duper mattifying, so I'm leaning towards my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow, or I kind of want to try this again, especially since my skin's a little dry right now. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation. Usually when my skin's really oily, this does not work for me, but I figured let me go ahead and give it a try while my skin's kind of on the drier side. So these were like 2 samples I had gotten from Sephora. So I'm going to mix these 2 colors together, I think. I have Y315 and Y125. So that should be able to mix together and kind of make more of my light colored foundation rather than kind of a tan one and a fair one. So we'll go ahead and mix those 2 together, and the Makeup Forever Ultra HD will be my foundation for the week. So in this drawer we have our blushes, and I've been wanting to use this for a while, so I'm definitely feeling this. This is my Morphe brushes. This is the 9B palette. This one just has really fun, pretty colors for fall. It's got kind of like rosy tones and mauve tones and some of like the darker nude and corals. So I thought this one would be really great this week. So I'm going to be using my Morphe 9B blush palette. So in the next drawer we have our bronzers, and I'm feeling like doing something a little bit more on the natural side this week. So I think I'm going to go with my Hourglass one. I love this when I want just kind of a bronzed up face but really diffused. So this is my Ambient Luminous Bronze Light Powder, and I love this bronzer. It is a little bit on the warmer side, but it's really pretty and just gives a really nice diffused, very natural bronzed look. So really like this one, and the packaging, guys, of course, is gorgeous. So everything in here is kind of eyebrows and eye primers and mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and pick out an eye primer and decide if I want to do a brow product this week, but I'm not going to pick out a mascara because I do have my little like sample roulette basket on top that we'll go through at the very end, because there are some items in there I've been wanting to try, and so I know there's a mascara in there I want to try, so I'm not going to pick out one. But as far as my eyeshadow primers, I'm going to go with Painterly MAC Paint Pot. I love these. I always go between Soft Ochre and Painterly. So actually, you know what? I changed my mind. I'm going to go with Camel Coat. Camel Coat was the first MAC Paint Pot I ever bought. I love it. It kind of has like a cool grayish beige undertone. I really like it, so we're going to go with that. And then as far as my brows, I think I'm going to do something easy and just use the Essence Make Me Brow, which this one is kind of like a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow, so I'm going to use this little guy because he's super quick and easy to use. So like I said, up here I have like a little basket of all the stuff that I get from subscription boxes and samples from Sephora and Ulta and stuff like that, and I put it in here. You guys are familiar with sample roulette. Some of that stuff's in here, some of it's still in my little fishbowl, so we are going to do some sample roulette this week by picking out like 3 sample products to try. So I wanted to go ahead and do a bunch of makeup. So the one I was talking about is this mascara right here. This is the Lancome Excessive Black Mascara. Let's see, the Hypnose Drama. So I'm going to use this as my mascara this week. And then I also wanted to try this eyeshadow palette that I had gotten, I believe, a month or 2 ago in my BoxyCharm box. This is the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. This looks really, really pretty, so I'm excited to see if it's actually really good quality. It was like the first time I swatched it, so I'm excited to play with it. And I think the MAC Paint Pot in the shade Camel Coat will be really good with all these shades underneath. So super excited. We're going to try out this palette. And then I also want to try out a concealer. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. This is supposed to be really, really good, and I think this is in the shade medium, so hopefully that works out and it's not too dark. But I've heard really good things about this, and it's super full coverage, so excited to try that out. That's going to be my concealer. You guys know I usually only pick out 3 samples for sample roulette, but maybe I'll go ahead and do 3 makeup this week just because I really want to try out some of this makeup, and then 3 skincare. So this I almost bought during the VIB sale, but I figured I have a sample, so let me go ahead and try it first. This is the Sephora Waterproof Eye Makeup Remover. This has really, really good reviews, so I'm going to go ahead and try that. Like I said, my skin is really, really dry right now, so I want to try this. This is the Dr. Jart Water Drop Hydrating Moisturizer. This looks really, really nice. This is actually a really good size, too. This is 1 fluid ounce. Like, I have no idea where this came from, but 1 fluid ounce is a really nice sample, so we're going to try that. And then for the last skincare item, let's see. Let's go ahead and pick this out, because as you guys know, my face was breaking out from the last time I did Shop My Stash, and it's getting a little better, but I wanted to go ahead and try this. I think one of my subscribers actually might have mentioned this to me as well as a suggestion. This is the Clinique Acne Solutions Acne Plus Line Correcting Serum, and this has salicylic acid in it and acne medication. So this might be really good for at night or in the morning. I'll have to read the instructions and see if I can wear it underneath makeup, but definitely serum can be used at night for sure. So those are the 3 makeup items I'm going to be using, and then the 3 skincare items right here. So let's go ahead and move on picking out the rest of the items for Shop My Stash. Alright, so moving on to powder, I definitely don't want to pick anything that's too drying. I really wanted to use my Pure Cosmetics one, but that one's pretty drying. So I'm going to go with either Kat Von D or I think I haven't used this in a while. So I think I'm going to go with my Laura Mercier powder, just the standard translucent powder. I haven't used it in a while. My little container is broken, which is not cute, but it definitely makes it easy to get in there. So I'm going to go ahead and use this as my setting powder this week for concealer and for foundation. So this next drawer is concealers, but since we went ahead and picked out that IT Cosmetics one, I don't need to pick out that. So moving down, we have highlighters now in here. I'm feeling like using something I have not used in a really long time, which I think are some of my Urban Decay highlighters. I have not used those in a while. We have the shade Sin, Fireball, and Aura. I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the shade Aura and Sin. I really like these. One is kind of more pinky purpley. That's Aura. And then Sin is a little bit more champagne. Really, really pretty. So those 2, I'm going to go ahead and pick out these as my highlighter. So last, as far as my lips go, I want to go ahead and keep trying out the Milani ones because I think I did Shop My Stash the week that I was getting really sick and I'm still getting over it. So I did not wear a lot of makeup that week and a half that I was kind of sick and a lot at home. So I'm going to keep using those, and I want to go ahead and use this that I had gotten from Sephora recently. This is the Tarte Tarteist lip paint in the shade Bestie. This one I believe is limited edition at the moment at Sephora, and I believe this one is the new formula. I can't remember, but I'll know for sure by the time I do the Sephora haul, but excited to use that one this week. And then I'm also going to use my MAC Prep and Prime because the Milani liquid lipsticks are a little bit drying, and I find that this helps a lot. So I'm going to use that. And then here are all the makeup items that we just went ahead and Shop My Stash and picked out, and the 3 skincare products that I'm going to be trying out as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed Shop My Stash this week and getting to see what makeup I'm going to be using. If you did, give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay tuned to all my upcoming videos, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!